Alright everybody, we back with another video. So we're doing a live today. You guys are up there. So Ponke, we're almost doing a new all-time high. We did a trade on Ponke, so sorry. I did at least 600%. I put a decent amount I was ready to lose. I'm up massively on this position, more than 600%. You could go check on my Instagram and you will see that we are up. This is a trade, and we also hold Ponke from 3 cents and never sold. And we up. We up. Why we up? Because we up. So yeah, Ponke, we up. Um, Let me try to get the Telegram people here.
Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse.
So sorry, I'm just gonna go get the link, put the link for the Telegram group because there's new people coming in. They're probably gonna see our live. So here, Ponke new all-time high. Gonna take this, copy it. Actually, there's something I didn't like. I realized that I do have a thumbnail of Dogecoin. So why is my thumbnail Dogecoin? And this is not a website that I wanted to watch. So let me go. Okay. Yeah. Go back here because this is a video I gotta watch later. So yeah, Ponke, we're doing new all-time highs. I think we're gonna pass 57 cents today. I don't even care what nobody says. Ponke could actually go up to $1 faster than people think that it's gonna stop to $1. So that's something people gotta take into consideration. Ponke, we are going up. I don't know. I didn't watch. Let me go see if what's his name? Jackson. It's not Jackson Palmer. It's Jackson Hunter. If Jackson Hunter did another Ponke video, he's in. He don't even stress about it like me coming here doing lives for you guys. Ponke to $2. Let me go. Like I remember when Dogecoin was there. There was a guy named Jerry from ETA, and he was going every day. Dogecoin, we're gonna pump. Dogecoin, we're going. And I'm trying to do like him. So Ponke, we're gonna pump. We're going to the moon. But I know we are gonna fight. So Mr. Beast did a 50 YouTuber fight with Case and that. I didn't even know about that. That's how concentrated I am in my crypto. I didn't even know nothing about this bullshit. So what I'm gonna do is actually go here. We're gonna go and check the charts. We know we're at 53 cents. We're pumping. We're going to 54 cents. We're gonna actually pass 57 cents. So yeah. Now we can't write nothing. We're just gonna go here. So yeah, crypto is going good. All our investments are in profit. Ponke does a raid, so now I cannot send my YouTube link no more. But it's okay. I already sent it in the group. People that are gonna watch are gonna watch. What I wanted to say is, yeah, Ponke. It's a really good crypto. We're doing new all-time highs. Guys want me to show you guys my wallet? I can't show you guys. Let me see if I can really show you guys my wallet. Now, I'm not showing you guys my wallet, but I'm up. When I say I'm up, I am up on Ponke. I did not sell from 3 cents. I kept it the whole way up. You know why? Because I know when to sell. I do not get into all these fudders BS. We stay concentrated in the market. We stay busy. We're not like little kids, you know, that has nothing to do, that sees $1,000 and take it. We're trying to get super rich. So wait a minute here. I don't know why. Okay, this is not the right wallet. So Ponke, we are up more than 10%. We're up from yesterday. We're up like 60% from when we fall to 30 cents. Ponke's doing a comeback. You're gonna watch. You're gonna see Ponke might even go hit $2 faster than a dollar. So that's why I really like Ponke. Look here, I love the chart. So it doesn't even need to follow Bitcoin. You remember my lines I did here? I said 47 cents was guaranteed. So and it was gonna bounce back. We did bounce back. We kept going in. We actually went back in the channel. If I extend these lines right here, so we did get back in the channel, but what happened after? Boom, we ripped back out. Boom, boom, we ripped back out. We're at almost new all-time highs. And September is about to be crazy because there's going to be rate cuts in the market. Um, I might be out of the market in before November, like October, and I'm out. Like October, and we out. So stay watching the market. I think if we do go back down, going to 47 cents guaranteed, like I said. So that's pretty awesome, the 47 cents guaranteed. Because everybody know that we did call 47 cents. We did chart Ponke. We did follow Ponke. We did watch Ponke. And Ponke is one of the crypto we really, really love. Like, we really love Ponke. I have bread. I bought bread and I never talk about bread. I always talk about Ponke. So, yeah, cheers to Ponke, everybody. You guys want to drink with me? We're gonna drink together. I'm open this new YouTube thing. I'm gonna go on my real account. Then I'm gonna go switch it up here. I'm gonna go watch my subscriptions. You see how Trump beat the what? So how Trump is beating Bitcoin for his campaign? He's betting on Bitcoin. We know that has begun. Will pump non-stop now. So we're gonna pump, 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 pump. So everybody watching, cheers, glass of wine, about to roll up, about to chill in front of the computer, watch what's going on. We're not gonna watch any of this Big Moochie Grape Young Dolph fun. Young Dolph in a music video 2 weeks ago. He's dead, I know, but if his name is in the song, I don't even know if he raps. Um, we did buy actually Roonies from this guy right here. We bought Roonies. I have to go check on PayPay because Da Vinci said he's the ambassador now of PayPay. So we're gonna go check on that. Cheers, guys! I forgot to take my sip. This is not the PayPay we're looking for. So this is the one. I'm gonna tell you guys if this is the one. Yeah, this is 123 million market cap. Going to a billion. That's a times 10. I'm not gonna lie. I seen this coin around here. I did not buy. What did I miss? A times 3. I did not miss a lot. Times 3. That means when I seen this coin, it was at 40 million market cap. Yeah, 40 million market cap. I didn't buy in because I don't like Pepe. I don't like the way Pepe was introduced in the market. I'm a Ponke guy. Let me see a Ponke. What's the level of Ponke? Toshi. I don't want to see Toshi. Even probably it's a good crypto. I don't want to see Toshi. I don't even know shit about Toshi. 131 million. Oh shit. Okay. Came out. People that bought in last year are in huge profits off Toshi. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Now they killed a zero. They killed a zero, so times 10 almost guaranteed, but you could have done like times 20, times 30. But I'm not here for that. I don't even know about this. I heard about Toshi, but I don't know what it is, so I'm not gonna lie about it. We topped 224. I remember we was top 700. We was in the 700 ranking. We're at a quarter billion market cap. So Ponke is going places with a quarter billion market cap. If I put max, we got in here. Telling people that got in here, and I got a 1 ear from my bro, and he got in, and we're all happy. There's not even one person that I know that I got into Ponke that is mad. Everybody's happy. Everybody's in profit. We are gonna reach top 50 on the coin market cap page and on CoinGecko. This is almost a guaranteed. So Ponke is the one we love. So we love Ponke. Ponke's going to the moon. It keeps pumping. We're about to hit 56 cents, 55 cents, 57 cents. About to break the new all-time high, you know. So Ponke is the one. Um, really good look. About to go back to 54 cents. And when I did verify here, I knew there we dipped and it was doing like this channel. I knew it was gonna break out soon. It was staying too much up from the channel. Ponke is actually one of the best crypto I ever invested in since Dogecoin. Um, Dogecoin, I think I put a 200 million market cap times 10 times 20. Yeah, we did Dogecoin. We did a lot of percentages. People around me know. Kept going up. I hope you guys bought waffles because waffles is gonna go up also. So waffles a good one. There's org, but I don't know about org. Da Vinci called. So everybody, what we're gonna do? We're gonna watch the Ponke chart on Mexi. I'm gonna put the 5 second, 1 minute, because we ain't got the. And we're gonna zoom out and see. Look, there's someone sold. A jetter sold at 47 cents. Another jetter sold at 49 cents. Another jetter sold at 48 cents. What are all these jetters? But we, like, I counted like 5 big jetters, 6. But look at the buys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 big buys also, you know. So jetters, buyers. Ponke is gonna actually has to come and retest. But when we're gonna retest, then we're gonna pop to the moon. Pop to the moon. We are probably gonna see people that left from Ponke to come back into Ponke, so that's a big possibility. Let me just go check something here. I'm gonna go on my channel. No, I'm gonna go and see what's happening with this live, if there's viewers. So there is people watching. There is likes, so that's good. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to the subscription, and what I really want to do is I need to delete this video. So what I really wanted to do is actually we'll listen to one of the videos that I wanted to watch. Just a moment there. Yeah, we're gonna watch this one. Alright, so we're gonna watch a video together. You guys are there, I'm there. I'm about to roll up, drink a little, watch the video. You guys could watch it with me, you know. So I'm trying to create a community here. I'm trying to create a group. I'm trying to give opportunity to new people. I don't want to talk with people I know. I don't like people I know because people always think they're smarter than other people. And so most of the times, I really, 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 really get blown mind by these other people. Like, I lost a lot of money listening to other people that thought they knew better than me, but I got them into some projects. So, yeah, I would just stay here, watch this video, and we're probably gonna watch 2 videos. So stay there, watch the video with me, and Ponke to the moon, man.
For Trump to control the narrative. And third, I will show you how much crypto Trump have and his vice president and how much he collected for his campaign. To understand his change of opinion, we have to understand what happened during those 5 years, because it's totally normal for someone to change their opinion in the course of 5 years. It would be actually quite scary if nothing changed. The thing is that he witnesses the printing of money. And even if Trump is a billionaire, well, he understood that the billions I own now, they have a lot less value than 5 years ago. And also, if I say India, China, USA, you know what it is? It's all those documentaries that we see on YouTube on who is going to take over the power. And when you check the number of crypto investors in India, it's almost 100 million. In China, it's 60 million and 50 million for the USA. And USA doesn't like to be the third. They want to be the first one. So this could really change. Now, of course, in this report, we don't have the amounts associated to it, but we can still understand that 52 million people, that's a big number of investors. And if those people want to vote with someone that is for crypto, well, they don't have many choices. It's Donald Trump. But it's not only this, it's a real competition, because if China is owning most of Bitcoin and they own the production of microchip, because one day they might conquer Taiwan, then what is left for USA? They need to have an edge, and Europe is sleeping on the crypto. They just don't understand. They just don't comprehend it. They're thinking about how we can use the coins. That's what they do there. We know his influence on the market because since the incident, the Bitcoin price went up plus 14%. And even we can see this on Polymarket, which is a betted platform for anything and everything happening on the blockchain. Now, 71% of the people think that Donald Trump will be elected as president. Donald Trump is a smart person because if he cannot own X and the media platform, what he can do is try to put the people who are on this platform in his pocket. We know that Elon Musk is a fervent advocate of crypto sometimes, but when he does, it goes crazy. And he's backing Donald Trump. And if you're on Twitter, you know that crypto Twitter is big. So if you want to own the narrative in the media, either on Reddit, X, or Facebook, having crypto people in your pocket will be a major advantage. Plus, I mean, the number of meme coins created around Trump is just gigantic. Trump is definitely one of the best things that could happen to crypto. Every week we will have a new event, something that we can all joke about and bet our life saving onto a meme coin that will crash a week later. But that's the beauty of it. And Donald Trump is one of the first presidents to accept crypto donation. He actually received around $250 million in donation as of June 19, but only $60,000 came from crypto. Now, I'm going to dig further into this because I think we are missing some point. However, what is good is that we can see all the transactions that happen, so we can know and have an idea of how the donation of Donald Trump are growing compared to what he gets in crypto. So with all those addresses, we know that Donald Trump received it and then they send it directly to Coinbase, where they convert any other currency to US dollars. Even if the fortune of Donald Trump is multiple billion, we know that he owns around $10 million in crypto. He had collection of NFTs. You get a good old Trump here, a massive amount actually, $5 million. So probably everyone is sending him this meme coin. Those are on Ethereum, by the way. Can you imagine if Donald Trump create a Solana address, pop it on his Twitter, it will go full on DJ. And when I check the receiving address of Donald Trump, we see a lot more transaction those days. It's still quite a small amount. People selling some Matic, some USDC. It's not massive, right? It's okay. However, we can see that it was really quiet. Like in June 29, July 6, July 7, and then since the event, the number of donation just grew drastically. So I will not be surprised if the donation that they receive with fiat money, credit card payment and co is just going up. But let's not forget also, now that Vance is, I don't know how to pronounce it, is going to be the vice president, he had over 100K in Bitcoin. Well, he had between 100K and 250K as 2022. And his net worth is around $5 million. Now, we can do some napkin math, and we know that around 2022, most of the time, Bitcoin was below 30K. So we can imagine that he has now probably 200K to 500K, or maybe even $1 million in crypto, which would represent 10 to 20% of his net worth. And also, let's not forget that big people, big profile in crypto are backing Donald Trump. The Winkleson twins, they did a donation to Donald Trump of $2 million. And because Trump is one of the biggest trollers of our time, he did on his page to donate in crypto. And
So we do know about Trump, the crypto. I seen another crypto named Fight at 6 million. I didn't buy. It went to like 18 million. I didn't buy. Went back down to 9 million. Let me go check what it is right now. I did get also rug pulled by the crypto named Spike. Also lost money on a crypto named Chewy. But I heard there's a community takeover. So I'm still holding. This is not it. You're a fucking lion. Okay, wait. I'm gonna... This is on Ethereum or base. It's this one. You see, it went to 20, went back down to, and now it's at 13. It's looking for a range. A lot of people are selling, buying. The other one I seen is outrageous. I didn't even know that one exists. 69 million market cap. This could be a scam because it's like the candles are big, and it's exactly like the spike I got in. I got into spike. It was looking like this, and then boom, here for 13 cents, 12 cents to 70 cents. So it could not be a scam. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna check the Telegram. 2,000 people for a 70 million coin. 2,000 people doesn't make sense to me. Being honest. 3,000. This to me feels like a scam because of the fight, the real fight token that's at 10 million. So we're gonna see in the next couple days if this shit crash. I'm going. We're gonna watch.
in Bitcoin, he put a maximum donation, which is $844K and $600. You have to tip the hat when it's
Look, you put 50 of the biggest YouTubers in
that, because no one had the decency to make a donation to Trump.
So we're gonna watch the Da Vinci J because he's the one giving all the sauce. He got into a Ponke. He got us into Ponke. He got us into Ponke. He got us into Waffle. Waffle is doing numbers right now. I did got in cheap. We are doing good numbers, good things going on. Vibes Cartel. Yeah, good things going on. We're gonna watch this Da Vinci video. So
a box.
It's right here.
I've seen this before. Bitcoin has launched. I hope your bags are packed. I hope you're on this ship because it ain't looking back. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5 in Dubai, man. Wow. Bitcoin is pumping again. Same with Ethereum. We're going to be looking at the charts on that at the end of the show, so make sure you watch all the way to the end. Good stuff here. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you don't know how to do that, right? I'm going to have to show it to you sometime, but not today. I want you to head over to the description. Check out
He's living in ultimate
TJ15.com, right? This is where you can actually trade Bitcoin and Ethereum, because
I'm gonna do a video this week. I'm gonna do the video exactly on Friday or Saturday, but it's gonna take time to edit it. I'm gonna be more in details. I'm gonna give more knowledge. I'm gonna talk about what I'm holding, what I'm selling, what I'm getting out to, what I got rug pull. So this video is coming next week. I need more followers. I need more likes. I need people to come and watch. I don't understand. I gave Ponke at 3 cents and nobody's watching. Like, you guys don't want to get rich? Like, fuck, even my little brother's getting rich. He doesn't even know shit about crypto, dog. He doesn't even understand market caps and he's making money just talking with me. I don't even care no more, for real. Do you, I'm gonna do me. People that are gonna want to make money, let's forget about making money. People that that's gonna want the right information at the right time is gonna subscribe to my channel. The other ones, they're just gonna hate. That's what it is.
This is going to be a rocket ship ride. You don't want to miss out, right? And you want to share that trades, that ability to make some life-changing wealth with your friends by quickly sharing this link, right? Adding your friends to the affiliate and create your own affiliate links so that you can bonus out.
I was supposed to clean my room before coming on this and doing a video or a live or whatever. I didn't even clean shit. I just came, did a live. I don't even care no more. I'm trying to get rich. Brett, we got in at 1 cent. I posted about it. I put it in my videos. I'm doing all. You know how much time it takes me to make a edited video, not a live, a edited video. It takes about like 3 to 4 hours, like really behind the computer, cutting every single breath, every single. I'm not talking about the token. I'm talking about my breath. Cutting every pause, cutting the things that I messed up, I didn't say good, putting images together, showing you guys was good. Like on a live, it's easy. I could just do it live, you know, and it's live. But what's the point of me doing lives if I have no community? I wish I had a community. I wish there was more people actually following my stuff because I've been doing this for 2 to 3 years and I don't see no change. Like, I don't even understand. Oh yeah, they deleted my real YouTube channel. We were starting to get paid. We're not gonna lie. We did make it to a certain point in YouTube. But now I got 5 different channels. Some of them have nothing to do with crypto. This one has something to do with crypto. That's why I want people to start following. Sometimes I post other videos, but it's to attract viewers, attract subscribers. Just stay subscribed. At the end, you're going to see this is going to be a big YouTube channel. This is going to be one of the biggest crypto YouTube channel ever because I see what these guys do. And there's a lot of moves I do way better. And I'm like, why am I not doing a crypto YouTube channel? There's a lot of people that are good in crypto, and I think that even Meet Kevin, he doesn't do crypto, but he's always jumping in the crypto side. You know, he's talking about stocks, but he always wants to watch the crypto side. That's how I know stocks. I even told the guy to buy Ponke at 13 cents at my work. He didn't buy it. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. I'm at work. This guy's like, yo, you bought Ponke and went to 57 cents and you didn't sell and it crashed to 30 cents. When you have moonshots like this, you gotta sell. I looked at the guy, I said, bro, you don't know me, bro. I invested in Shiba Inu. I put $100. I got 1 billion token. I sold one day before it went on Binance. I missed out on fucking 100K. I missed out on 100K for a 10K. So now I know. And Dogecoin, I didn't miss out. I sold on SNDL on the top because I'm a boss like that. I'm a boss like that. Like, there's not a lot of people that bought Dogecoin in 2017 and sold it at the top. They kept it thinking they were going to get rich. Us, we have the chance to get back in Dogecoin any price we want. 5 cents, I got back in, sold it at 11 cents. It went to 13 cents, went back to 11 cents. Like, I'm not stressed with this because I know what I'm doing. And there's a lot of people, they just get rich by trading in the same coins. But not only the same coins, the same stocks, the same things, but we got a tactic. We're going to do it faster than the stock market. We're doing it in crypto. I don't want nothing. I just want to put out the information there because when people are going to ask me, yo, what did you do? Why you didn't tell me? How did you buy this? How did you buy that? How are you? I'm just going to say, go watch my YouTube channel. I'm done, bro. I've been doing my work. You're not watching. You're on you. So let me watch Da Vinci because he's putting us on game. He got us into a lot of good cryptos. And he keeps begging people. Like, I don't understand how someone could beg other people to buy something to make them more money. Anyways, go buy that Louis and that Gucci.
All right. Waffles team is doing a great job, man. And if you want to watch this live, you could head over to davincij15.com. Links are in the description below, and you can get information before everybody else does by joining a team, our private group. Okay, Orc. Well, you know what? Everything's pumping, right? Orc is a meme coin that just started out, so it's to be expected that, it's not going to perform as well in this blast off of Bitcoin in.
To be honest, I did not buy Orc. There's a reason why. When he said it, I was busy. I worked at Pump a lot. It was at 4 million. Now it's at 2.8 million. I'm getting a better price by being patient. Those are the strategies people don't understand. And most of the people call me when it's to invest, when it's not really time to invest. So me, I'm gambling at this point. Crypto's up. We're doing this, that. So when you ask me to put in an investment, I might gamble your money in Chewy or something. Like, that's truth, but what I'm trying to say is, look, come and see me when I was doing videos when Bitcoin was at 15,000, 17,000, 22,000, 25,000, 30,000. We was all there. I was there. I was telling you to buy. I was telling you it's gonna come up again. I know Bitcoin always crash 80%. I've been here since 2017, 4 years after Bitcoin is 6 years after Bitcoin was created, whatever. Or it's 8 years, but I don't even count 2009, 2010, because I don't even know. It wasn't even like on the chain or even online. Or I even heard NASA created Bitcoin. There's so much theories about Satoshi Nakamoto, but the thing that I would know is if I was Satoshi Nakamoto, people are like, oh, he's gonna dump on the market. That would be the stupidest shit ever, because he has other wallets with Bitcoin in it. Each time, let's say Satoshi Nakamoto is alive. Each time he needs money, he could just open the 50th wallet he did or the 75th wallet he did and sell a Bitcoin. But people don't realize that. They're like, the first wallet is not moving, Satoshi Nakamoto wallet's not moving. That wallet was made for decoys like you to watch, for it to not move, to think that there's nobody selling. Think about it. Think about it. Like, there's not a lot of people that are gonna tell you the truth like me. Like it's so obvious. It's like if I create a coin, everybody that's creating coins on Pump Fund and Moonshot, when you think about it, someone could they do all the same shit. They create other wallets with other coins. So this guy, he's rich, yes, but he's never gonna sell from the main wallet because he's gonna fuck up the project. So the smartest thing for him to do is to sell on other cryptos and other shit that he holds. Plus, there's a lot of people in the community that keep sending him money from their coin, but he doesn't sell none of that. He's too smart for that. I don't think he's dead. He could be dead, but I don't think this guy is dead because he created this while the 2008 crisis. And when I do think about it, he's against the government because when you create something and when the government choose for people to suffer and they do not suffer because they found an alternative to money, it angers them because if there's no suffering, they can't control. It's like the movie with the insects and there's the ants and there's I think they're the ones that jump. They're the I don't want to say like stupid shit. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. It's gonna come up. It's gonna come up. Look. It was right there. Nope, that's not it. Look, I'm gonna show you guys exactly. Yo, I have it in my Instagram, bro. Ants, the movie Ants. So we're gonna go here, right? Google. Gonna go on Ants. Right there. You see? I find shit quick. I find shit quick.
There was that ant that stood up to me.
Yeah, but we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant. One ant.
Yeah, you're right. It's just one ant.
Yeah, boss, they're puny.
Puny? Say, let's pretend this grain is a puny little ant. Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one?
Are you kidding?
How about this?
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line. That's why we're going back. Does anybody else want to stay?
So you guys see, like, the shit I'm trying to explain is bigger than what it is. But yo, don't feel guilty, even me. I have to follow the rat race to get out of the rat race. But a lot of people, I'm gonna tell you the truth, what they do is they try to leave the rat race because they know the rat race is not good. So they're like, okay, I'm gonna get out of the rat race. But you do not have, like, you do not have the essentials to get out of the rat race. So you basically putting yourself more in the rat race. So I'm trying to say, like, you could get in the rat race, but if you know what you're doing, it would make sense for you, because one day you will have all your free time. Freedom is a must. It's gonna come. But me, the way I see it is I'm gonna sacrifice all my freedom right now, because all my life I've been free. I've been living free since a long time. Like, if I really count the years I did I actually went to do a 9 to 5. It's not more than 5. I never worked a 9 to 5 more than 5 years, and I'm not in my 20s, so I never worked a 9 to 5 more than 5 years. And what I'm trying to say is I've been doing that for too long that now I want to get in the rat race, do fucking what I need to do, take the most I can, take something guaranteed. Like, let's say in the rat race, they could give you 70K a year, but you know you're in the rat race. You go in the rat race for 70K a year. You do it for 4 or 5 years. You even do overtime trying to get 90K a year. 5 years, $500,000, boom. And then you use that money to get out the rat race. So people, what they do, they just work in the rat race and they don't save the money or use the money to make more money. So then they just stay in the rat race. So the goal is that, because I'm not going to lie, you could go outside the rat race. They're going to offer you this, that. There's a lot of shit going on, but I'm telling you, it ain't what it is. I've been there. I know what it is. Like, it seems good, but when you're over there doing all of that, you're like, yo, anyways, what I want to say is just keep doing what you got to do. Don't listen to other people, because most people just want to see your downfall, and most people would say what other sheep say. And you're trying to listen to wolves. There's not a lot of leaders in this world. Don't be a boss. Be a leader. Being a boss and a leader is two different things. Bossing around people, boss this. Sometimes a lot of people hate the boss. When you think about it, they hate him just because of the position, but the person could be such a good person, but they just hate him because he's a boss. But when you're a leader, people follow you because you're leading. You're trying to show people things without any gain or interest into that people. Like, let's say I'm showing you this, I'm showing you that, but I'm doing it all from my heart like a leader. It makes sense. But when you're trying to be a boss, what happens is you're bossing around people. Then the boss never wants the person to become. The boss never wants to. Okay, the boss will pay you enough, just enough for you to stay at your position. That's how it works. They're gonna give you the right amount. They know that you're gonna stay there because you're not gonna find that somewhere else, and you're gonna keep on coming back for that amount. That's what a boss do. But a leader will show you how to lead or how to fish for you to go fish on your own. And not a lot of people would do that. So if you know someone in your life that would just show you how to go fish and show you how to do things by his heart, by his just showing you, just trying to explain to you. Some people, they don't want to know shit. I'm telling you, I'm trying to. There's a lot of people I know. I'm like, I try to tell them this, that. They're like, it's not for me. It hurts my head. I see the reaction, and I'm like, God damn, like that really hurts your head. Like I'm wondering what's going on in that head for real. It's not everybody that the same, but fucking. Sometimes I talk to people about crypto. I'm gonna be 100% honest. So I talk to them. I'm like, okay, this crypto blockchain. This I tell them a Rooney token. I talk about Ponke, this Solana. I swear to God, some people say, yo, I don't understand the shit you said. I don't understand a word you said, sentences you said. I don't understand what you're talking about. Like I feel crazy. I'm like, whoa, like people, I'm telling you right now, people are blown mind by material things. There's a guy, he told me, you don't do crypto, some stupid shit. I'm like, okay, this guy is really lost. Like when I think about it, this crypto shit ain't easy. People think it's easy, but it's not easy because when you buy the right project, there's a lot of FUD that's gonna go on. There's a lot of people that are gonna talk shit. There's a lot of people that's gonna doubt you. Like I've been through that so many times, even from family members and my parents. They're telling me you're going crazy. You're watching too much YouTube. You're trying to know too much this, nah, 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 for 6 months. But then when I hit them with the results, they did now they can't they don't tell me nothing. I come in front of the computer, I do what I gotta do. People don't even they don't tell me nothing. They know, they're like, what the fuck am I gonna tell this guy? He came up, he showed results. I came with results. There's a lot of people that are gonna talk crypto this, crypto that. I come with motherfucking results. Like it's on my YouTube. Go. Ponke at 3 cents, Brett at 1 cent. I gave you guys Fluky. I did a times 10. I gave you guys baby Dogecoin. I gave you guys Illuvium. I gave you guys H bar. Like none of this is cap. It's all on my channel. You just scroll down. The dates are there. I even bought in. I made money. I keep making money. That's why I'm laughing. I'm like, okay, people really think I'm crazy. I'm not making money, so they're really crazy. Like, why would I do all that if I didn't put a penny? That would be insane to me. Like I swear to God, there's a guy, he got me cheese because I see how he's investing. He's putting $7, $50. You're not going to get rich, buddy. And XRP, Cardano, these big alts. These big alts are going to do numbers. Like, if you really wanted to do altcoins and Bitcoin, you just should start using leverage right away because it's been there for so many years that that's what people are doing. They're using, like, some people are like, yo, Bitcoin went up 30%. They tell you that. You're like, okay, 30% is nothing. But he doesn't tell you he put a 20x leverage on that 20%, 10%. 10 times 20 is 200%. He tripled his money. You think he only made $30 on $100. So, you know, I'm going to show you guys. I did a Ponke trade. I posted in the Telegram. 630%. I got in 34 cents. Let me go on the Telegram, man. I'm trying to bring these people in. Sorry, huh? I'm going on a rant, but yo, I got to teach people. I got to show. Okay. Okay. Alright. So I gave the people in the Telegram the address. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back here. I don't know. You guys are probably watching the thing. So I'm gonna go check back the chart. So yeah, the chart's going down. Ponke, I love fucking Ponke, bro. I know I'm not selling. I bought at 3 cents. I've been in Dogecoin. I've been in a lot of fucking coins. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, I do this crypto shit by my heart. Look, I come, I fucking drink my fucking twisted tea. I drink, I celebrate my wine with you guys on the internet. But I'm a realist. Like, I have friends out there. Like, I could do shit, but I choose Ponke. I love motherfucking Ponke. I've been here since 0.03. I've been posting in the Telegram since. They know me in the Telegram. They know me at 0. I did a live when we bust the 47 cents guaranteed. I'm the 47 cents guy guaranteed. I think I need to start posting my shorts back in the group, but they're just lucky it's all on my phone. But yeah, I'm gonna start posting the thing back on my group. Here I don't know why, but I'm gonna go on the Mexi because I love Mexi. Mexi is giving me nice opportunities. 54 cents. I gotta screenshot that shit in my phone. I swear to God, I have a leverage long position on Ponke and I'm 600% up. I'm gonna post it. I am not selling. I am not selling. Even if Ponke, it's not even going down. I don't even want to talk like that. So my position gonna keep going up. I'm not closing it. I don't give up. Last time I closed my Ponke position, I regretted it. I regret it so hard that I don't even care if I lose all the money there. I'm leaving it open. I'm leaving it open. So yeah, I'm leaving the Ponke position open. So hop in, watch the live. We're going crazy. We know Ponke's going to the moon. We're doing a new all-time high this week, this month. We're going to do the all-time high. 54 cents. So on the live, 54 cents. I'm here live. What I'm gonna do is actually see if we're gonna break the all-time high. So we're gonna put this here. Even if we don't break the all-time high, a lot of people thought Ponke was dead here. Everybody thought we're not going back to 49 cents. Now what I'm saying is true. But me, I fucking know Ponke. Fucking a guy at my work said Ponke's going to 30 cents. You had to sell that shit. I looked at him like, bro, I'm tired of defending my shit at each cafeteria bullshit. I just can't wait to yo, like, the man said, because, yo, you guys don't understand. Ponke, I never sold one Ponke. And I could show my address that I never sold. And I bought so low that I'm surprised. I'm like, yo, I really did that shit. I really did that shit. Like, it's a nice times, like, 26, 25 from where we bought in. So that's a sniper call. Sniper call. Anyways, you guys gotta start watching my live, watching what I do if you wanna make money. Like look, we're retesting, we're hitting old all-time highs. We're gonna retest for sure because some people that invested at these prices are scared. So the jetters that didn't jet are gonna want to jet, but they're not gonna jet because it's Ponke. Imagine you invested in a coin, it was 50 cents. It dropped back to 30 cents. You was 40% down, my nigga. And the coin is back to where your money's at. I wouldn't pull out my money. I'd be like, this crypto did that shit? At this market cap doing that shit? People are slow. I don't know why. Like, it's like if I'm holding, right now, I'm holding like the next Shiba Inu and Dogecoin. Why the fuck would I sell it? This shit is bigger than Brett. Bro, Brett, I have Brett. And Ponke is bigger than Brett. Ask Jackson Palmer. So yeah, there's someone at my door. Wait, I'm gonna put a video. Yeah.
It's getting so bad. The Secret Service is now allegedly saying, well, we did warn Mr. Trump that outdoor rallies are dangerous. Are you kidding me? It's so bad. To get to where the shooter's body was, right here, watch this, watch the fence right here. They literally don't even have the keys to the fence. They got like every agency here that they have to plow the fence down with a squad car. We got what look like local troopers, state troopers, guy in shirt with vest and gun drawn, Secret Service police, National Guard dude guy, or Quick Reaction Force dude, normal guy. I don't even know what the hell is going on. They're crawling under the fence here. Then they're trying to run over to the guy's body here. That looks like Homeland Security right there, HSI. You got every department. This is like literally the department of the redundancy department. Watch, they can't even get the ladder over the fence, so now they're going to yeet it. They're going to yeet it over to the fence just to get to where the shooter's body is because it's such a disaster. Here we go. All right, boys, watch out. Whee! Oh, look at my ladder bounce. I hope it didn't break. This is so embarrassing. This is so freaking embarrassing. What is this? This is how long it takes. They don't even have, like, random bystanders are like, here, let's help you open the fence because you can't even. The Secret Service is absolutely starting to disgust me, specifically the director of the Secret Service, who is now alleging that the reason snipers were not positioned on the roof is because the slope of the roof was too steep. And you don't want to know what the officer saw inside of the building. We'll talk about this and more in this video update. We'll talk about the FBI accessing the shooter's phone. We'll talk about his trip to Home Depot. We'll talk about the Iranian assassination plot. We'll talk what's happening with DEI. And we'll talk about Don Jr.'s prediction for 2028. Let's get started. Hey everyone, Meet Kevin here. Thank you so much for joining. Right into the news as usual. The director of the Secret Service, I'll show you this directly here from foxnews.com. Keep in mind, when I cite a citation like CNN or Fox or whatever, sometimes they get the first scoop. I'm not trying to like only use one source here. It's just this is where they had the scoop, okay? So the director of the Secret Service is facing a blistering criticism after claiming during an interview that personnel were not positioned on top of the building where the Trump rally shooter opened fire because of the, quote, sloped roof, despite images showing snipers set up on a sloped roof behind the former president's podium. Yes, that is exactly what's now leading to substantial frustration, including Elon Musk making fun of the Secret Service, given that here, Doge designer posts just a picture of a Secret Service agent standing on the roof of the White House with a very clear slopiness. Anyway, this is just the latest sort of scandal against the Secret Service and concerns that people have, especially given the lack of comprehensive protection for the president following Iranian threats that he was a target of assassination. Now, take a look at this image because it really puts into focus how close that roof actually looked from Donald Trump's point of view. This is an angle we haven't seen yet, and it's pretty incredible because it really shows you where that rooftop is. Now, it's a little challenging to get the perspective of that. I believe Donald Trump was probably standing right about here under this crane, maybe even a little bit over towards the stage here. That way somebody from behind him would have been able to, well, photograph some people in front of the photographer there, because we could see some folks holding signs in that other image. You see the side of a teleprompter, then you see Donald Trump, and then you see this piece of machinery here, and then you see the shooter's roof. So the perspective is a little hard to wrap our heads around, but I believe that's a decent explanation. As you can again see, teleprompter, this is clearly being taken from someone behind the stage looking out, and Trump would have probably come up on this stage, talked out towards the audience from kind of stage right, more towards the left from or the photo right here, and that would have aligned that building to his right. Again, it's a little bizarre to try to orient this just because of the depth here and the perspectives, and this looks like a zoomed photo, right? But the point of this is that's what that rooftop would have looked like roughly from Donald Trump's vantage point. And that's freaky. Oh my gosh. You know what the first thing is I think of? That is one heck of a slopey roof. Here's just a meme posted by Elon. Biggest, baddest, highest budget security agency on the planet. A slightly sloped roof. Jokes aside, we need to talk about the rangefinder situation because this is quite a bizarre story as well. Apparently, the shooter was observed using a rangefinder in just the minutes before the attack. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm trying to understand why somebody who's not an official working at the event, who doesn't have any kind of uniform on, would all of a sudden be using a rangefinder and be found outside of the building the shooter shot from without any intervention. Any single officer could have gotten out of the building they were in where they saw him and at least asked him questions. Simply asking questions could have stopped this from happening. So I'm going to show you that information here. It's a CBS News article. Sniper.
Alright, so yo, we back. Oh, Ponke, 54 cents. I told you guys we're gonna do the all-time high on the live. So yeah, we pumping. I gotta take. I gotta do something. Wait. Oh, you guys wasn't even watching, just hearing? That's crazy. So yeah, when I do verify here, I'm just gonna watch this. Okay. I hope I put the, okay, I didn't put it on the right thing. So yo, sorry guys. Just gonna do this here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. So you guys just back up the live, bro. Gonna go here. When we do verify here, Ponke is actually hitting new all-time highs soon. We're breaking out from old resistance. So when you do verify here, you see that we are actually breaking out from the new resistance. It's looking good. The chart's looking pretty good. I know we're gonna, like, even if we don't break out, this could be a nice retest. But September, they're going to cut rate hikes. And the target for BTC is around 84K. That's what I think. They could go higher to 100K, whatever. But this is a good token to be in. You should have actually got in when we were at 30 cents. People laughed at me here. They laughed at me at 34 cents. And I actually put a long in from this point to actually here. I actually sold too early. And no, actually I bought here and I missed this. I got out here. Sorry. I'm going to just show you guys right here. So I got in here. Here. At 26 cents. I put in a long at like 28 cents. I know we're never getting back to these prices. And then we got here, but me, I closed my position here like a fucking wimp. And then it went ripping. So then I missed on a lot of gains. So that's what got me into Ponke Deep. Then Ponke dipped again to 32 cents. And what I did is I actually opened a position along with 13x leverage, and I actually was able to close it at the top at 44 cents. I just don't know why I had this feeling. I'm like, look, I'm not gonna lose the gains again, because before I opened a long on Ponke at 35 cents because I thought this was my line. Like I told you guys, 47 cents guaranteed, and I got liquidated because I was too greedy. So then after I opened a new position at 34 cents, I could show you guys this one is open. In my next video, I'm gonna show the trade and everything. And then we went rip in here, and I never closed the position. I keep posting in Telegram. I'm not closing the position, so that's what we're gonna do. Ponke Army, just stay there, watch the video. There's gonna be a new all-time high. Let me go. I have to come back in 5 minutes. We've been here on the live for an hour. I know I left a couple of the time. Now I'm gonna put you guys the good video. I think you guys are not even seeing what I'm showing you guys. Nope, you guys are not. So I'm gonna close this. I'm tired of this. So I'm gonna repeat myself. I bought Ponke actually. So I did got into Ponke here. I opened a long. I got liquidated around here. Then what I did here, I opened another long, and I did like 300% from here to, because I put a 10, 13 times 13 leverage. I thought times 13 leverage on Mexi. I came out here, and then I missed all the extra gains, so I missed out on like 860%. Then after, when it went back down, what I did is I took this, I bought Ponke, I opened the leverage position here. I was drunk and I was chilling, and then I closed the position on top. I swear to God, I have the transaction history. If you guys want to see it, I'm gonna put it in my next video. And then what happened is it crashed again, and I didn't put a short because I'm never gonna short Ponke. So after this, it went up from here, and I opened a long at not 33 cents, at 34 cents. It's on my Instagram. I keep posting about it every day. We're up here, and I never closed. Now Ponke's at 54 cents. We keep ripping, so we're gonna beat the new all-time high. So Ponke to the moon. This is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence. This is just for entertainment purposes. And look, we are hitting resistance like you guys are seeing right here. Ponke, this is the old resistance. For us to do a new all-time high, we need to actually just do another 6%. We could do it, Ponke. 6%. Push it up to... We could push it up high, huh? Oh my God. Let me do this right here. Ponke. Boom. Let me see if when Ponke hits 1 million market cap. Alright. I have to back up. Well, yeah, we're going to do the new all-time high. Watch.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tommy.Crypto. This is the official bull market. If you doubted in the past, I think you are disappointed. Bitcoin pumping 5,000 yesterday in just one day. That is this measurement I make here. Absolutely insane, from 60K to 65K. And there are hot memes right now which are outperforming any altcoin I will share with you in this video. Yeah, first of all, I think it's about the biggest ones. It's with dog with head. Yeah, it was really on a sell-off in the past weeks and months. It dropped down to $1.50, and then it somehow pumped to like 50% up from $1.50 to $2.20. You can see it right here, and it's not stopping. We can look at the big chart and you will see the whole story from WIF, and it's absolutely crazy. I mean, this is the WIF chart, and this is just happening yesterday, and this is insanely bullish, guys. It's insanely bullish because WIF is holding this line pretty strong. This is the $150, and it's just bouncing back like crazy. We have now 50% upside here in this. Also, another amazing gem we have is Popcat. Popcat is absolutely on fire. There's a huge volume in Popcat, I think over 100 million only here on Bybit, and it's pumping 100% here since it's, I would say 11 July, 12 July, some kind of bottom. There was a lower point, but I take this 44 cents, so it's already up. I mean, I think now even a little bit more, yeah, 96%, nearly 100% pump in a few days for Popcat, which making a new all-time high, was close to $1 billion already, 94 cents. I think $1 is the $1 billion for yeah, Popcat. Absolutely insane. And of course, I always talked about Ponke. Ponke is absolutely massive pumping, but not as crazy as the other ones. When we go back here, let's say like this here, 11, 12, it's only up 25%. That's not such a huge pump, but I think Ponke is really ready for a sender. This community is pretty strong. And yeah, why is everything pumping? Yeah, because Bitcoin is so strong. We saw it before. Yeah, Ponke is right now, let me check this, on number, I checked it here somewhere, 66, and it's solid soul trending here. So it's kind of behind. The attention is not yet on Ponke. We take a look at the big chart, the big picture. It's nice to take a look at this one because you can see way more than by looking at the smaller picture. And this is really interesting, guys. This is really interesting. What we see here is we have these trend line here. We break through this one. We break through this one. And you saw that in the past, Ponke had these situations where it just, we take it like this here, it break through these lines and then it just sent. I mean, we have it here all the fucking time. I mean, you can use this here like forever, and Ponke did it all the time. I think this is the picture for Ponke, and yeah, now's the question, if we just bounce back or we just straight sending. You see here it's going back down a little bit. That's the question, but I think it's in Bitcoin's hand. But if Bitcoin performs just as powerful as it is doing right now, nothing is stopping it. And there's so much volume kicking in, and it's insane here. Even this Popcat, absolutely massive. It's absolutely, and Bitcoin had this retrace now here. Click here, take a look at the big picture. 5K, then we go down 3K, but I mean, the volume is going up. It's so bullish, guys. It's so bullish. It's why any project you have right here, they're slowly creeping up higher and higher. For me, it's kind of, if you have a dip chance, you can enter this before it's really taking off, because I think it will take off. Everything will take off. It's fucking meme season. So we break out of this fearful time. I mean, that was kind of fearful time. We are breaking out of this, and this is extremely bullish. We will have a huge volatility, but I mean, July are the hottest months for crypto in the past years, and everyone was waiting for the meme coin summer, and there it is. It's just there in front of your eyes. You just have to open it. You just have to take it, and you have to bet on it. Yeah, these are my biggest bets for the meme coin summer here on Solana. I don't look at Ethereum because, yeah, there are many more projects. We have Bread on Base, I know, but I think these are the hottest for me. Still, WIF is my number one, and then we have Popcat with a huge volume, and of course my favorite, small cap, which is 220 million market cap right now, 240. I mean, this is nothing. This can easily go $1 or $2. I talked about.
Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back.
There's a lot of time, $1 billion market cap.
So yeah. Oh my lord. So yo, we beat the resistance. Now we're past the all-time high. I didn't even get a It's blessed we on the live. New all-time high coming for Ponke. Alright, everybody, come in the live. Come in the live. We're all-time high coming for Ponke. We just beat the new old resistance. We actually passed it from 2 cents. Let me check on the Telegram.
Avoid these ones, then it gives you every chance to do well. So going back onto here, that's why
Alright, so right now we lit. Ponke almost did new all-time high. Alright, so everybody, you guys seen, we're gonna go to 500M probably today. That's what the group's saying. No, it could be realistic because look at this chart. Guy was telling me to sell at my job. That's crazy. That's insane. He's like, that bullshit, That bullshit? What? Bang! Bang! That bullshit. Let me go back on CoinGecko. Refresh this. 221 position. Yeah, we're going for the 1 billion market cap real soon. 1 billion market cap incoming. 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 Ponke, we going to the moon. Ponke, we going to the moon. Ponke, we going to the moon. We about to break all-time highs, nigga. We about to all-time highs. Look at this. Look at this green candle forming. This is a 2-hour chart. Let we go back to a 5-minute chart. Let we go back to a 1-hour chart. Let we go back to a 45-minute chart. Let we even change it. I don't know. Some people change the candlestick indicator. Let we do it. Let we try it. Let we see what's gonna go in profit. Let we do it. Let we try it. Let we go and see what's gonna go in profit. Let we do it. So let me see the candlesticks going green in my pocket like it move like yeah. Okay, I'm just playing around. So just if I go here, right here, and then I go here, boom. Damn, that's looking neat. Now let me go here, and then what we're gonna do is go back here. Okay, they wanna play with me. Whoo, this is nice. This is nice. Look at the Kaji candle. This is nice. Line break. Okay, let me go out from the moon day. Sorry, 1 hour. Okay. They're only giving me the day candles. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okay. Okay, the range candle. What do you guys see? Because me, I see a lot. What do you guys see? I see a lot of green under that little red. And when you look at this chart, what do you see is that there's red, and then it goes green, red. After the red, what happens? Green. Oh, sorry. Let me show you. Green. It was, look. Green, red, jetters, pussy wolf, jetters, scared cat, jetters. Green. Red, jetters, scared, green, us, smart money. That's us, smart money, buying up. And then, this is the other dumb people. Green jetters, and then, boom, we going up. They don't understand. They're giving us their money. They buy here, they sell here. They buy here, they sell here. They buy here, they sell here. They buy here, they get lucky, they go there, then they sell here, and then it goes there. So just move in silence. Yeah. So yeah, this was a nice live. I'm not leaving till Ponke hits a new all-time high. I'm gonna go back to the regular candles, so the bars. Let me check. Hollow candles, bars. I used to use candles and 1 hour chart. So are we gonna do the new all-time high? Because when I check here, the new all-time high is 57.8 cents. So All right, everybody. So yeah, I do have a position open on Ponke, a long position. I'm not closing it. We are 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 not. We are not closing it. I don't know what happened. I can't write again. We are not closing it. We are not closing it. I'm not selling. I got in at 3 cents and I'm not selling. We are not selling. Should have taken, yeah, I should have taken 50x. Invisible, I got a better. Alright, I'm gonna just post the pictures, close the live because these people, this is insane. I can't even post. So yeah, we're actually at old all-time highs. When we do look here, when I think about it, a lot of cryptos, they do not get back to their new all-time highs. They do not get back to these prices unless they're going up. I've been in safe moon. I got out early, made money. Not a lot of people can say that. I've been in Elon Gates and I made money. Not a lot, just tripled my money and I got out. Not a lot of people could say that. So the chat is locked. Yeah, I'm gonna see you guys soon, bro. I don't know. We're gonna hit the all-time highs. I'm gonna stay on live. Still, not leaving. We are not fucking leaving.
I told everyone this when I called the bottom in Bitcoin. Once again, on my channel, anyone can go back and watch, right? When the bottom is in, all your job is to just be bullish from that point on every single dip. Same thing now with ETH BTC. Like once you know the bottom is in, right? Which I believed it very early on, right here on January 6th, I was live streaming my trade and saying that I believed it was the bottom. Right? Once you know the bottom is in, it is up and to the right from there. All you need to do is buy the fucking dips. Every fucking red, buy it, okay? I told everyone this when I called the bottom in Bitcoin, once again,
Here in Vietnam, locals are processing a peculiar food that has been charred by fire. Have you ever seen it? It's a fruit from the palm tree.
The SA jellyfish can still sting after they have died.
Yo, I'm gonna go eat, guys. I'm gonna be back soon. You know what? I'm gonna put you guys on some.
Into the cryptoverse. Today, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Dubious speculation.
Nah, this is gonna be boring.
I'm not just talking about the recent things that happened to Trump. Just in the world, we are talking about the assassination attempt that took place just under 24 hours ago on. I'm not just talking about the recent things that happened to Trump. connect the dots, and I'm going to show you guys this is nothing new. This has always happened to similar figures in the past. And we're going to break it down and reveal the truth on why would anybody want Donald Trump dead.
Francis Dune, Uncensored.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Francis Dune Uncensored live stream edition. Breaking news took place last night with Donald Trump, an assassination attempt. Somebody, a gunman that was on a roof, had a sniper and shot bullets at him around 7. One grazed him. But the question remains, why would anybody want this man dead? Whether you're into conspiracy theories or you're just into common sense or whatever you go by, we're going to break this down for you, okay? We're going to play a couple of videos. I'm going to reference to Abraham Lincoln. I'm going to also talk about Nikola Tesla, as you saw in the thumbnail, because it's all relevant to what's here. And it comes down to special interest or conflict of interest. It's all about maintaining wealth. It's all about maintaining power by any means necessary. What you need to understand is the game works like this. You know, Mahatma Gandhi once said a famous saying. It went on the lines of, first they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win, right? Something along those lines. I hope I got it correct. And, you know, normally they'll try to conduct some form of like character assassination. They ridicule you. They will demonize you. And if that doesn't work, then they'll probably try to throw your ass in jail. You know what I'm saying? Vigorously try to do that. Embarrass you with that too. Call you a felon, right? And I'm not just talking about the recent things that happened to Trump. Just in history. And if that don't work, well, God forbid that they try to kill you. Because that is their last plan there. Just to make sure that we are alive and we are alive. Thank you, people, for joining us. You're in for something a little bit different today, but it's important because this has ripple effects across the world, okay? So let's get right to the program here. We're just going to show this clip here for people who didn't see. You probably saw it 100 times by now. Let's play it. So essentially, I know you guys couldn't hear the volume there, but essentially, it's almost like, you know, when you're outside in the garden and you're doing whatever in the summertime, your business, and you feel like a little stinger or bee, something hit your ear. That's what happened there. He got grace. To say that how this man dodged a bullet, literally dodged a bullet is an understatement. He literally dodged a bullet. Guys, things like this don't happen too often in your lifetime. G.F. Kennedy, Abraham Lincoln, this happens once in a while. So you are living in historical times. You're going to be hearing about this for another 100, 200, 300 years, like we talked about JF Kennedy, right, and Abraham Lincoln. I'm telling you, it's that big. But the question remains, why would anybody want this man dead? And that brings us to the next clip over here. So now there are reports that the Secret Service had intel on this particular sniper, that he was already on the roof. And let's just take a look at this now. So what you just saw there was the Secret Service on their high point, scouring the area. Well, they weren't even scouring. They were making sure they was safe. Now, there's only one other roof in the vicinity, apparently. I'm not a ballistics expert, okay, but I think anybody with half a brain could understand this. Apparently, they decided to return fire. But there are reports that are claiming that how they knew there was somebody on the roof. That's just a threat. Whether he's going to clean the roof or you don't even know. It's like the guy had time to take out the gun, whistling his favorite song, shining it up, polishing it up, and then he had a fucking picnic. The guy was like eating bananas and fucking apples and shit and sandwiches, bologna sandwiches, and then he decided to pull the trigger. Then the Secret Service was like, all right, well, let's get this guy, bam, 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 bam. You find a useful idiot, you let him do what he wants to do to carry out certain things. I'm not saying, look, first of all, I don't know what happened there. I'm just trying to make sense of it. And the way I make sense of most things, history always repeats itself. You know why? Because we never really remember the actual events that unfolded in history. We only remember what? The time and the dates, right? Go to history class in any school. They're going to say, when did Christopher Columbus discover the New World? Blah, 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 the time and the date. When did this happen? When did that happen? There's always times and dates, so we forget the events that unfold. And that brings us to why they may want this individual dead. Well, when Trump was the president, not too long ago, Trump's best foreign policy, not starting any wars. You know, it's well documented. Once he was in power, there weren't any wars. Now, why would that be a problem for certain people? Well, it's very simple. War, as you may or may not know, is a $1 trillion industry. It's a big business. It's a booming industry. How U.S. businesses profit from war worldwide. The U.S. spends hundreds of billions of dollars, both domestically and internationally, to advance U.S. interests. But some of the biggest beneficiaries are also some of the world's largest corporations. For example, in 2022, Biden signed the, whatever it's crossed out, National Defense Authorization Act, allocating $816.7 billion to the U.S. Defense Department. And we can't forget that there are arms and ammunition manufacturers who make the most out of this. There's all kinds of different online literature here, right? This one says, profits of war, corporate beneficiaries of the post 9/11. You see, when you can't buy a man out because he has all kinds of money already, and he's a true patriot, he's not a part of the establishment, he's not a groomed actor politician, right? That's a problem because now you're not guaranteed to get your way. You're not guaranteed to have certain laws passed to favor your business. You're not guaranteed to take an offer from a corporation to bypass a law so it benefits them and they pay you off, right? That's the problem here, right? Like politicians, when you look at their salary, it's not even that much. Something like 100K, 150K, maybe 200K at most. But why are they filthy rich in some cases? Why are they billionaires? Why are they millionaires? It's not because of the salary. It's because of that they have power, they have influence, they're connected, and they can get shit done, in your particular industry. Whether that is, pharmaceuticals industry, or whether that's in, the war industry, or what have you, whatever it is. Right? We all know what with COVID and the vaccine, how much $1 billion companies popped up overnight because of it. Okay? So here we go again. And they tell us this, that the Pentagon spending has totaled over $14 trillion since the start of war in Afghanistan. Okay? With 1/3 to 1/2 of the total going to military contractors. Once again, big money, especially these guys, Lockheed Martin, Boeing. So a large portion of these contracts, 1/4 to 1/3 of all Pentagon contracts in recent years have gone to just 5 major corporations: Lockheed Martin, Boeing, General Dynamics, etc., etc., etc. And, Patrick Bet-David, I'm sure you guys know of him. He has, online video as well. The monopoly on war. How the military-industrial complex is bankrupting America. Okay, guys? It's very funny, So for those who's been following me, I took a trip to Hong Kong, and all the things that I heard about China and how bad it is, and it's a dictatorship. You better be careful. You have no freedom. Oh, that country has not advanced. All this shit. Bro, when I went down there, my jaw was to the ground. I couldn't believe how advanced, how developed, how organized every single thing was. From the moment I landed in that airport, to getting a taxi, to getting home, the infrastructure, the roads, the buildings, just towering skyscrapers everywhere. Right? The freedom was unlike anything. For example, you could actually enter that country in Hong Kong with a lot more money that you can going to, say, America without being bombarded with a bunch of paperwork and acting like a criminal for taking your own money across. So this notion of what we hear about, the East, of it being dictatorship, let me tell you, bro, we are being deceived. The media is deceiving us, okay? And over here, there's another video here. So how do politicians keep getting so rich? So the question remains, why would they want this man dead? It comes down to conflict of interest. If I am going to not get into wars, and that now means that how your buddies at Lockheed Martin and these other companies who are making these weapons, bang them out, sell them for massive profits, right? That's a big problem, because now I'm cutting off a lot of your money supply. I'm cutting off your $1 trillion industry, your $1 billion industry, bro. They're going to come after you. They're going to try to wipe your ass out. And speaking about wiping your ass out, well, I'm sure you know this guy's face. He's on that American coin. I think it's the penny. Abraham Lincoln. Why is Abraham Lincoln even in this presentation? Why is Abraham Lincoln even on my thumbnail? Well, fun fact. Abraham Lincoln and Donald Trump have two, similarities that are just just shining in your face and blinding you. So they're the only two presidents at the time to have the opposition try to charge them or throw them in jail, number one. Number two, there are two presidents, okay, who had attempted assassinations on their head. One was successful, obviously Lincoln, and the other that took place less than 24 hours ago wasn't so successful. But again, that doesn't make sense. Why is he even part of this? Not only because of that, but why did they want him dead? Why did they want Abraham Lincoln dead? This is where I'm going to get you to be on your aha moment. This is where your ass is going to get your aha moment. Now check this out. This is why they killed him. The Emancipation Proclamation. President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863. As the nation approached its third year of bloody civil war, the proclamation declared that all persons held as slaves within the rebellious states are now henceforward shall be free. It's well documented that Abraham Lincoln was not for slavery. But you know what? The powers that be at the time, these rich individuals like the J.P. Morgans of the world, the royal family and other families from back then, and even businesses like we see them today as corporations, was heavily invested into this. Okay? Pay attention. Bank admits it owned slaves. America's second biggest bank, J.P. Morgan Chase, okay, remember that name, has made a rare apology for its subsidiaries' involvement in the slave trade 200 years ago, admitting that it accepted slaves as a loan collateral and ended up owning several hundred. The Wall Street heavyweight said parts of the business accepted thousands of slaves as collateral on fucking loans made to plantation owners in the South in the early 19th century. It sent a letter to the employees expressing blah, 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 blah. So now we have the likes of J.P. Morgan and others heavily invested into this business called slavery, where they will have black and even Indian people cut cane on the hayfield, do whatever they got, sell them for money like if they're just fucking fresh meat. Like butchered meat. Literally. That was a big business. Today we know that's fucked up. We know that's wrong. That's inhumane. But back then it wasn't like that. They were making millions of dollars from this ordeal. And we have a gentleman who's very famous in this space here. The slave trading. Y'all be doing crypto trading. You're trading your meme coins. You're trading your fucking NFT. You're trading your ordinal art, bro. Did you know back in the day you could trade people? Holy shit. It's called slave trading. So, the two most ruthless domestic slave traders in America had a secret language for their business. Slave trading was a game. The men Isaac Franklin and John Armfield were daring pirates or one-eyed men. Blah, 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 blah. Look, this is just showing you more names. To my certain knowledge, she has been used that smartly by one-eyed man. They're talking about this guy over here. Okay? And the Wikipedia has a nice description on him. Okay? So he was an American slave trader and plantation owner, born to wealthy planters in what would become Sumner County, Tennessee. He assisted his brothers in trading slaves and agricultural surplus along Mississippi River in his youth before briefly serving in the Tennessee, militia, I guess that's the militants, etc., etc., etc. But we're not done yet. Remember I told you about J.P. Morgan? Well, let's take a look at this. What are the British monarchy's historical links to slavery? While it is difficult to say how much of the royal family's wealth is owed to the slave trade, the past links date back to the 16th century. Protest has taken, let's just read this highlight. The slave trade was protected by the royal family and parliament. It is difficult to estimate how much of the current royal family's wealth is owed to slavery, but it is understood that the profits of the slave trade funded the treasury as well as Britain's industries, buildings, okay? So the infrastructure, Britain's industries, buildings, railways, roads and parks, and slavery. That was like a commodity. That was just a known business. But Abraham said, you know what? I don't care about you powerful people. This is not right. And I'm going to stop it. This is no longer going to be legal. And that's what he did. And sure enough, what happened to him when you're trying to fight the powers that be? Well, they made fun of him. There was all kinds of attacks on this guy, character assassination attacks as well, you know. But at the end of the day, when we look at when he made this announcement on January 1st of 1863, we had April 15th of 1865, he was assassinated. Okay, President Abraham Lincoln died. Well, actually, he died at that point. I think it was like he was hospitalized. But on or around that date, this happened, right? About 2 years later, he was assassinated, crept up on, and there goes that. So there are some eerie similarities when it comes to Donald Trump, when it comes to Abraham Lincoln. At the end of the day, it appears as though their demise, well, not Trump, God forbid that happens, sorry, I can't say their demise, but the demise of Abraham Lincoln was led to the abolishment of slavery, which cut off what? Money supply going to these rich fuckers. Okay? That's what happened to him. Also with Trump, we know that how he's not, I don't really get into politics. People might say, hey, Francis, just stick to what you know best, bro. That Bitcoin shit, that 100x shit, that crypto shit that you're good at. Stick to that. But let me tell you guys something, bro. Before I got into this space, I was a researcher of life. And it led me down the rabbit hole of, governments, religion, all these like belief systems and mechanisms, mainstream media. And that led me to crypto. So I was actually involved in these areas well before I knew about this thing called crypto. Crypto just made sense. It sounded like a way out of the current centralized corrupt system. So I want to make that clear. I always was that guy. But getting back to my point before my coffee gets cold, it all comes down to them protecting their wealth and their power. Okay, guys? That's what it really comes down to. Do share this with people in the chat. Do share this on Twitter, etc. I do appreciate that. I know I haven't been live in a minute. So people, you guys get the bell notification freaking like, I don't know, 5 hours and shit from now. It is delayed. So there we go. So we have two similarities where it was a conflict of interest that led to these people having this assassination on them. Now let's go back to the big Don himself over here. Nikola Tesla. If it wasn't for Elon Musk, 99% of the world's population wouldn't even know what Tesla is or was. Was it a man? Was it a robot? Was it a thing? What was it? Okay, now let's talk about Nikola Tesla. Right here, okay? Nikola Tesla tapped into many different energies that could have replaced the current primary electricity of which was copper wires. Okay, and this is going to blow your mind too. And it comes back down to the same individual, J.P. Morgan, who actually was Nikola Tesla's #1 investor. He funded him. And he had a lot of money invested into copper wires at the time. But look what happened. When, let me just read this for you. So Tesla's work provides a blueprint for a future powered by renewable energy. He tapped into all kinds of cool technology. And at the time, he was considered way ahead of his time, right? So back then, he was way ahead of his time. Even today, he would have been ahead of his time. But he proposed using geothermal energy to heat up homes and power businesses. He developed a solar-powered tower that could generate enough electricity to power in an entire city. You see this little small device right here? This little thing? That thing could run an entire city for 24 hours without any use of fossil fuels or gas. That was renewable energy. And then you're wondering, well, why wouldn't we want to adopt that? Very simple, because when something is free, renewable, accessible, and abundant, well, there ain't no money in it. It's not the best investment, right? If everybody has access to it and all this shit, and you just need to get a device the size of that, the size of like maybe 3 shoeboxes vertically, there's no money involved in that. Just like the pharmaceutical industry, there's no money in healthy people. You needed to come back to take that pill, to get that jab, whatever it may be, right? Well, the same is true in other areas. When you want to monopolize something, you need to be the centralized figure. You need to be the one that everyone comes through to get that commodity. And there's no money involved in renewable energy. So that brings me to over here now, where, Nikola Tesla, who dreamed of free electricity for all. Okay, this is, well documented. Tesla's long-held dream was to create a source of inexhaustible, clean energy that was free for everyone. He strongly opposed centralized coal-fired power stations that spewed carbon dioxide into the air that humans breathed. And ironically enough, we're still dependent on fossil fuels and gas today. You know why? Because the oil industry is a $33 trillion piggy bank for someone, and they don't want to see that energy source be replaced for something that's, as I just said, renewable, free, abundant, and costs next to nothing. Okay? So what happened to Nikola Tesla then? Well, let me first show you JP Morgan. So JP Morgan offered Tesla $150,000. Back in those days, that was okay money, right? To build a transmission tower and power plant. A more realistic sum that would have been $1 million. But Tesla took what was available and went to work immediately. In spite of what he told his investor, meaning JP Morgan, Tesla's actual plan was to make a large-scale demonstration of electrical power transmission without wires. This turned out to be a fatal mistake. You know why? Because JP Morgan, right here, against his father's advice, Morgan invests everything in Edison to form the Edison Electricity Company. They create the world's first power station, and soon half of Manhattan's connected. But every home and business lit electrically is a lost customer to Rockefeller, who supplies kerosene to the oil-powered lamps. You guys know that. When you watch Pirates of the Caribbean, you know the oil-powered lamps, right? That's ancient tech. So they came up with electricity. Frickin' Rockefeller didn't like that shit because now you're disrupting him. So now JP Morgan had Tesla and Edison he was working with, and then he saw that how Tesla could create this free, reusable, renewable, abundant technology that could replace what he is invested in, which is this thing with Thomas Edison. So once again, what does it come down to? A conflict of interest. But you're probably saying, but he didn't have an assassination attempt. It's still the same, right? Their goal is to try to wipe you out if it's a conflict of interest, whether that's a character assassination, throw your ass in jail, or even ostracize your ass. And that's exactly the option that they use when it came to Nikola Tesla. And by the way, the monarch owns the seabed. So we're talking about the queen again, BP Petroleum. That's another big revenue stream for them, right? So we have the wars, now we have the oil. Okay, Nikola Tesla was going to bring technology at that time that will disrupt oil. So check this out. After Nikola Tesla was found dead in January of 1943, January of 1943, in his hotel room in New York City, representatives of the U.S. government's Office of Alien Property seized many documents relating to the brilliant and prolific 86-year-old investor's work. It was the height of World War II, and Tesla had claimed to have invented a powerful particle beam weapon known as the death ray that could have proved invaluable in the ongoing conflict. So rather than risk Tesla's technology falling into the wrong hands of America's enemies, the government swooped in and took possession of all the property and documents from his room at the New Yorker hotel. What happened to Tesla's files? From there, as well as what exactly was in those files, remains shrouded in mystery, and the article goes on. So now, they found out how he tapped into this type of free energy that could have uplifted the entire world, but then bankrupt the powers that be at the time with their investments with all these electricity. They literally took him out of the history books. This is why you never heard of him up until Elon Musk made, a car brand in his name, dedicated that to him, right? So once again, what they did was they burned down his lab too, by the way. Right? They burned down his lab. They said, look, we're not going to put in the history books. Let's take away his research, his data. Let's keep it in this dark-ass room. So what did it come down to? Conflict of interest once again on all three counts. Whether that's Donald Trump not being a warmonger, whether that was Abraham Lincoln abolishing slavery, right? War is money, slavery is money, or whether that was the GOAT himself right here, where is he? Nikola Tesla, disrupting the oil and gas industry with super advanced technology at the time. It all was a conflict of interest, and they had to get them out the way. So, this is how I break shit down. I like to look at history, and I connect the dots to the present, and everything makes sense. Lock out all that noise. Get those distractions out the way, guys. Let me know what you think in the live chat, and also let me know what you guys think if you're watching the replay in the comments section. So you know what? There only much left to see other than, till the next one, you're on your own, bro. Later.
Francis Dune, Uncensored.
Hey Digit, take the box with the heaviest animal and move it to Tower 4. This is Digit, a robot who sort of looks like a person, hence the name humanoid robot. Technically, these are called bipedal humanoid robots. Using semantic intelligence, it's able to interpret commands from people and then make its own decisions about how to act. So the goal is for him to be able to interpret normal human language, to say, hey, I need you to pick this box up, help me out in this instance. Is that where you see this going?
Yeah, and I think it will generally be probably less of a, I need you to do this one thing for me, and more of a, do this for me forever in the corner of the facility.
Robots like this one are catching the attention and billions of investment dollars from big tech companies like Amazon, Google, Nvidia, and Microsoft. Elon Musk is betting the future of Tesla on these machines.
As you see Optimus develop, it's really going to transform the world, I think, to a degree even greater than the cars.
Some also argue robots like Digit can solve the world's labor crisis, filling jobs that are too dangerous or that people simply don't want. They may even replace an aging workforce as people around the world have fewer kids.
Today in manufacturing, we're short about 300,000 people, and it's something very similar in warehousing and logistics. So we're somewhere around 600,000-700,000 jobs we can't fill.
The idea of robots isn't exactly new.
Here I am, sir.
So why all the sudden attention? The big driver, artificial intelligence. These bots have seen quantum leaps in what they're capable of in just the past few years, thanks to AI.
Generative AI is really a key unlock overall for what you can get a robot to do, let alone a humanoid robot.
Robotics is where AI meets reality.
We are really at the cusp of solving one of the grand challenges of humanity. It'll change labor forever.
There is probably a need in the future once the humanoids get a bit more clever, a bit more perhaps autonomy. But until that point, I think the market will be fairly limited to PR spectacles.
It all sounds great, but will we ever trust robots working in our houses, schools, and nursing homes? Will they ever be safe enough? And how lifelike is too lifelike? And how should the US think about global adversaries building similar fleets of humanoids? CNBC explores the rise of these AI-driven humanoids and if they're really a cure-all for our global workforce problems or if this is another tech bubble. This hardware has been around for decades. Companies like Boston Dynamics, Honda, Sony, and others have wowed the public with early versions of these robots.
Why would we want humanoids? The prevailing sort of answer has been the world is built to be occupied by humans.
So we want robots that are versatile, that can do a wide range of things. Then having it adopt the humanoid form factor always made a lot of sense.
Recent leaps in artificial intelligence have resulted in leaps for robotics. The data that they use to train these robots, it's based in real-world scenarios. Now, a robot can be trained the same way a human is.
We have this technology called teleoperation. The person does the thing 200 times. We record all that data, and then we use that data to train these models. And the AI models are very similar to the GPT-style generative AI models. You feed in the 200 trajectories, and the system learns how the task is being done, and then the robot will do the task autonomously.
If I go into a new space, I'm now not looking at spending months trying to code that problem. I can potentially just generate it straight out of Gen AI and be able to have Digit interact with new objects and in new environments without having to develop it all.
AI models require massive quantities of data to train off of, and this is no different.
If you show the robot enough things, it starts to be able to do things that it hasn't been shown before.
Big tech is very interested in the big potential this technology promises.
If you're going to do AI at the frontier, you need to be partnered with Microsoft or NVIDIA or Google or one of the big players. There's just no other way. They have resources that nobody else has, even governments.
NVIDIA's been a great partner up until this point. We're using everything from their hardware to their simulation, and then recently have started working with them on foundation models as well.
One of this industry's biggest proponents is Elon Musk. He's made some bold predictions that Tesla's robot, Optimus, could propel it to a $25 trillion market cap, and that it will amount to a majority of Tesla's long-term value, with demand as high as 10 to 20 billion units.
Tesla is arguably the world's biggest robotics company because our cars are like semi-sentient robots on wheels. And with the full self-driving computer and all of the neural nets, it kind of makes sense to put that onto a humanoid form. And it's intended to be friendly, of course, and navigate through a world built for humans and eliminate dangerous, repetitive, and boring tasks.
Musk isn't alone in believing humanoid robots could change the world. Investors are pouring millions into startups, with the market expected to grow to $38 billion by 2035.
The funding that has gone into some of these companies has been absolutely huge. And I think that kind of the parallel with the AI funding.
This is the biggest market in the world. I mean, effectively, this has the potential to change the way we live and work pretty dramatically.
Humanoid robots are closer to being a real part of our workforce than you might think. Some companies are already deploying them in factories and warehouses. Tesla claims it has 2 Optimus humanoid robots in its factory. During Tesla's 2024 first quarter earnings call, Musk said he believes Optimus will be performing tasks in Tesla's factories by the end of the year, and that it could start selling the robot to outside customers by the end of 2025. At the company's 2024 Investor Day in June, Musk predicted it could have over 1,000 or a few thousand robots working at Tesla next year.
Musk saying that Optimus will be bigger than the cars. So I presume that means that they are spending huge amounts of this. I wouldn't underestimate them.
Digit, created by Oregon-based Agility Robotics, is helping Amazon in early-stage testing at its Sumner, Washington Fulfillment Center and Innovation Lab.
We've been working with them recycling totes.
The arms are capable of handling a wide variety of different payloads, up to about 33-ish pounds.
Agility says it plans to keep expanding the scope of work that Digit is capable of.
We envision an app store for robots out in the future, where if you need tote recycling app, you can go into the app store and download that onto your robot.
And according to the company, there is plenty of demand. Agility is building a factory in Salem, Oregon to keep up with orders.
We call it RoboFab. We'll be online this summer. In a few years, have a capacity of about 10,000 robots per year.
And where will those go for the most part?
To many, many customers, but largely initially in the logistics, warehousing space. The next big market we see is automotive, retail, and then eventually into markets like healthcare.
Several other startups are developing similar humanoid robots. Sanctuary AI, launched in 2018 in Vancouver, Canada, unveiled its latest robot last year. Phoenix, a 5'7" robot capable of lifting up to 55 pounds. It looks a bit different from other humanoid designs, trading its legs for wheels.
Robots with legs, the upper body, including the hands, have to be very weak and light. So instead of doing that, we put our product on a wheeled base. And because we made that trade-off, we can build very powerful, very precise, very fast motors in the upper body.
The company deployed early iterations of its robot with Canadian Tire, completing front and back of store tasks such as picking and packing merchandise.
Robots were asked to do everything from greeting people when they come through the door to actually putting things on trucks.
Sanctuary says it's close to releasing its 8th generation robot in the next few months and has partnered with automotive manufacturer Magna to help build its robots at scale. Apptronik started in 2016 as a spin-out from the Human-Centered Robotics Lab at the University of Texas at Austin. It began with an initial project to help NASA build a generalized humanoid robot. The company says it's now on its 8th version of a humanoid.
All of that has culminated in building the robot that we essentially always dreamed of building, a robot called Apollo, which is a mass manufacturable commercial humanoid robot.
With a max payload of 55 pounds and a swappable 4-hour battery, Apollo is designed to help support logistics and manufacturing, to start with retail as its next focus.
We've got to prove out sort of these simpler tasks, but my dream is for Apollo hopefully to be ready in time to help my parents hopefully to help me as I get old.
The company says it has deployed Apollo in pilots with Mercedes-Benz, GXO, and others.
We've started with pretty simple tasks, things like moving boxes or moving cases from one place to another. What we're moving into is doing more dexterity and more end-to-end tasks, and then hope to be in full commercial launch by the end of next year.
It's no wonder tech companies have taken notice. Some Wall Street analysts predict these robots are the next must-have device, not unlike smartphones or EVs, but they also say such robots would be vital for manufacturing and dangerous work, but they would also help with elderly care and fill in labor shortages in factories. There's already too few workers to fill all of the world's manufacturing jobs. It's an estimated shortage of 500,000 people, and by 2030, Goldman Sachs thinks that will grow to a shortage of 2 million workers.
Imagine I could give you a labor force that costs the price of electricity, a few cents an hour per worker. And they were equipped with the kinds of general intelligence that you might imagine comes like in science fiction. There's going to be things that you think of that will dramatically improve your life, no matter who you are.
We've only automated 10% of automotive manufacturing. If we can automate a much higher degree, it would dramatically change the economies.
We have the ability to add new tools. You can imagine if you needed to put a rivet into a car or something, you could actually have the screw produced in the hand.
But robots taking human jobs can be a contentious topic. What would you tell those people who, there are certain jobs that might be lost as a result of this?
Actually, we've heard from some of those people, and what their jobs start to evolve into is the manager of the robot fleet.
They can be deployed in coal mines, in fires, for rescue efforts, where it might not be as safe for a human being.
There are just some jobs that people don't want. Proponents say a humanoid can help fill those.
There's about 10 million open jobs in the United States alone. We could build and maintain 10 million of the robots that we're talking about without touching a single job.
If you have to lift sort of 55 pounds somewhere between 50 and 100 times an hour, that's a serious workout. So we're taking these dirty, dull, and dangerous jobs first.
How far away are we from Digit doing your laundry?
That's probably more along the lines of, a decade or more.
Is there a kill switch, for lack of a better term?
There is a kill switch. It's
the big red button over there?
The big red button over there.
These are 140 pounds. They have a lot of torque in their hands and arms and legs. And so you have to be very conscious of the situation when robots are interfacing with humans.
The biggest sort of short-term obstacle we have is safety. The UN has sort of put together a committee that's called AI for Good, which is basically coming up with policy recommendations at a UN level for how should countries think about AI and also think about robotics.
For Agility's deployment of Digit, its robots operate away from human workers for safety reasons.
So right now, Digit is non-collaborative, and we're working to what's called collaborative safety, which is being able to formally verify, according to international standards, that Digit is safe to be in close proximity to a person.
We have very tight safety regulations today. And then eventually OSHA is the workplace safety organization that actually has to approve any deployment. So it's very regulated to make sure that we don't get bad accidents.
Another big roadblock, the cost. Humanoid robots are expensive, complex pieces of machinery. For them to go mainstream, that's going to have to change.
It's really expensive to even try to do this. And you have to have investors who are willing to take risks because, nobody's done this before.
Elon Musk came out with this idea that it should cost less than $20,000, and that would be a level where mass adoption would be possible. I think we'll have to wait quite a few years, probably a decade at least.
Agility says its robots can be purchased upfront with an additional software as a service fee or a bundled monthly fee for robots as a service.
As long as they have the robot, we help maintain it, take care of it, keep the software updated, and they just pay on a monthly basis.
What does one of these robots cost? How should people think about it? Is it like buying a car or a boat?
I'd say it's like buying an expensive car, but the costs are coming down very, very quickly.
While the U.S. has seen activity in humanoid robots explode, China is giving the West a run for its money. It already dominates the industry, surpassing Japan in 2013 as the world's largest installer of industrial robots. and now accounts for more than half of the global total.
China, the market is absolutely huge. For example, in mobile robots, this is the biggest in the world. The only other company in the West that has anything similar to the quantities that the companies have in China is Amazon. But Chinese companies are catching up fast.
If you just count the number of humanoid robots that have come onto the scene over the last year, about half of them are from Chinese companies.
Interestingly, you've seen companies like BYD also invest. There's a broader effort to get the capital into this industry in China.
One of China's biggest competitive advantages is cost.
They need to source these parts almost custom made. Being based in China, they're closer to the factories that can make these parts potentially at a lower cost.
Unitree in China, they came out with this $16,000 humanoid, which is a very exciting development, but what can the robot actually do? That's a huge question.
I think an interesting space to watch will be in the components once there are more standards and potentially the factories that have been making some of these components for the humanoid startups in China. They could also sell those parts overseas.
Competitiveness in this space is crucial for the U.S., which has been seeking to keep its edge over China as geopolitical tensions rise.
Even though the U.S. invented the very first robot, 100% of all major industrial robots were produced outside of the US by foreign companies. I think of the humanoid race as effectively the next space race, and it has major implications for both national competitiveness and national security.
In terms of large economics, it is China versus the US. We need to make sure that the big applications for this are in the US and in Europe, because if it's not, then we're going to lose that arms race. This is a real arms race, and we better make sure we win it.
There are still very real roadblocks. Cost and safety are the biggest near-term issues. Finally, there's questions over how to regulate the space, similar to questions on how to regulate AI. Even the robot's biggest advocates say they want to put up guardrails and make sure those eventually working alongside humanoids aren't put in harm's way. But they're also competitive, and they want this industry to innovate with an ability to move quickly enough to keep up with rapid progress abroad.
This is really the beginning of a new industry. Think of this like the personal computer in the early 80s. It will have potentially bigger impacts than the personal computer. These robots are going to give us all back time.
ASML has a monopoly on the fabrication of EUV lithography machines, the most advanced type of lithography equipment that's needed to make every single advanced processor chip that we use today. And this company is one of the most extraordinary organizations in the world.
We are the only provider on the planet of this critical technology.
The most advanced technology manufactured in the United States.
This vision that started 50 years ago with bringing the digital world onto a chip. And that pace of technology innovation is unstoppable.
At the center of this big factory in the Netherlands, in the midst of a months-long assembly process, there's a revolutionary machine that the whole world has come to rely on.
You could see an EUV machine right behind me.
The size of a city bus, but working with atomic-level precision, these EUV lithography machines are the most expensive step in making every advanced microchip that powers the modern digital age. Data centers, cars, and every single iPhone.
We are the only provider on the planet of this critical technology.
These machines are the only way to print minuscule designs on these chips. They cost up to $200 million, and they're only made by a single company, Advanced Semiconductor Materials Lithography, or ASML.
Today, ASML has a monopoly on the fabrication of EUV lithography machines, the most advanced type of lithography equipment that's needed to make every single advanced processor chip that we use today. And this company is one of the most extraordinary organizations in the world. The machines that they produce, each one of them is among the most complicated devices ever made.
In the midst of a chip shortage that's caused back orders of everything from PS5s to Teslas, the need for ASML has never been higher. Its stock has skyrocketed since 2018, while its three main customers, chipmakers TSMC, Intel, and Samsung, vie to be front of line for ASML's next breakthrough technology. The price tag for this next machine, which promises to push the boundaries of known physics, is more than $300 million.
It's so expensive that most companies cannot afford it.
While the chip wars rage on, we wanted to find out what's really going on inside the quiet company making the machines that print them all.
This is the optical part of the machine that makes EUV possible.
We got a rare tour inside ASML's clean rooms in California and the Netherlands to see how these machines use precision lasers, exploding molten tin, and the smoothest surface in the world to bring our digital age to life. ASML's crucial role on the chip-making stage has brought it wild success over the past few years, making it even more valuable today than Intel, one of the biggest chip makers it supplies.
It's double-digit growth every year, and we're not a startup. You know, we have now 32,000 people.
Peter Wenning has been CEO since 2013, but he joined ASML back in 1999, just 15 years after its humble beginnings. It started as a subsidiary of Dutch electronics giant Philips in 1984, conducting research out of a leaky shed next to a Philips office building in Eindhoven in the Netherlands.
They were in financial dire straits, so we had no money. We were poor. And because the problems Philips had were so big, nobody looked at this little outfit out there that was trying to do something crazy, so they neglected us.
Still, in its first year, the company successfully launched a first-of-its-kind machine that used precise rays of light to print tiny designs on silicon to make microchips, a technology known as lithography.
The first lithography tool really looked like a projector. There is basically a reticle which holds the image that you want to project. Then there is an optical system which is going to take this image and project it on the wafer.
Semiconductor lithography was invented in a US military lab, and for a long time, up through the 1980s, the key lithography firms were American, based in New England.
Chris Miller of Tufts University is writing a book called The Chip War: The Fight for the World's Most Critical Technology.
When the industry was getting ready to jump into the early stages of EUV research, none of the US firms were ready to take the plunge on what would be an expensive and risky proposition, whereas ASML was.
By 1988, ASML had 5 US offices with 84 employees, and a new Dutch office that eventually became its headquarters in Veldhoven, where CNBC took a tour earlier this month.
We're walking through the EUV factory, which is about 50,000 square meters of space with 1,500 employees who are working in shifts 7x24 to produce 100% of the EUV machines shipped worldwide from this facility.
With a breakthrough machine, ASML started turning a profit and went public on the Amsterdam and New York Stock Exchange in 1995. By the 2000s, ASML was acquiring California tech companies like Silicon Valley Group and various key suppliers like Cymer in San Diego, where we also got an inside look at the cleanroom where ASML's light source is produced.
So this is actually the nozzle manufacturing area where we actually build the nozzles. This is actually the piece where the tint shoots out of. That's what's going to create your EUV.
EUV refers to extreme ultraviolet, an incredibly short wavelength of light that ASML uses to print smaller, more complex chips. But developing this revolutionary technology was incredibly expensive.
We didn't have the money, so we went out and we found partners, which actually was the basis of the way that we built the company. So we were forced to be a system architect and a system integrator.
In 2012, ASML offered about a quarter of its shares to its biggest 3 customers: Intel, Samsung, and Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co., or TSMC.
They had to accelerate the R&D for EUV, and the only way they could do this is to get their largest customers involved. And one way you can make your commitment real is to make them a shareholder.
ASML is a Dutch company, but it's also a Dutch company that relies very heavily on US components, in particular for its machines, and at this point relies also very heavily on one Taiwanese customer for its sales.
TSMC made up nearly 40% of ASML's sales last year. In 2019, the Taiwanese chipmaker was the first to deliver high-volume chips made with EUV, a milestone that's kept it at the head of the pack ever since. Its chip technology at least one node ahead of Samsung and Intel.
And it has been TSMC's customers that have gained a lot of benefit, like AMD, NVIDIA, and others. And yeah, you can argue that this has come at the expense of Intel not executing.
Intel is just now producing its first chips with EUV this year, 3 years behind TSMC. But it's made a bold move in hopes of catching up, an early investment to secure the first prototype of ASML's next machine, high numerical aperture. To understand why the success of a giant like Intel hinges on ASML, let's take a look at how EUV lithography revolutionized chip making.
When you start breaking down what does it take to make an EUV lithography machine, it's sort of Nobel Prize winning in terms of the engineering involved.
Chips are made from silicon, an abundant element found in rocks and sand that's purified, melted down, then sliced into circular wafers, the surface on which chips are built in a grid formation. Each wafer can have dozens of thin layers, making up billions of transistors that determine what the chips can do. These layers are printed using lithography. Extremely precise rays of light are projected through a mask of the chip design. When the light hits the surface of the wafers, which have been coated with photoresist chemicals, it prints the minuscule designs on each layer at extremely high volumes.
If you think of a typical processor chip in an iPhone, for example, will have over 10 billion transistors on a chip, and Apple will sell 100 million or more iPhones for each model that's rolled out. So you're already talking in numbers that are far bigger than you or I remember how to pronounce.
As the wavelength of the light source in making chips gets narrower and narrower, it gives us the ability to make chips with smaller features, which means the chip is faster, the chip can be smaller, the power consumption of the chip can be lower.
The smallest transistors are more than 10,000 times thinner than a human hair. The designs have gotten so small, ASML had to develop new methods of printing at the very edge of known physics. With the help of customer investments and a consortium of scientists, ASML figured out a way to create large amounts of extreme ultraviolet light with a wavelength so short it's not only invisible to the human eye, it's absorbed by all natural substances, even air. So the entire process has to happen in a vacuum, a first for lithography. At 13.5 nanometers, ASML's EUV wavelength is the size of just 5 DNA strands laid side by side. The previous generation machines used deep ultraviolet light, or DUV, with a wavelength of 193 nanometers. The vast majority of ASML's business, 268 of the 309 machines sold in 2021, still use DUV technology, which is used to print the less advanced chips, which are in shortest supply.
DUV is for anything that is low technology, like a toaster or a refrigerator, or even some of the electronics in your car. Today's iPhone 13 is EUV.
Both DUV and EUV lithography is so advanced it requires precision down to the atom.
This is an EUV cabin of our clean room, which is 10,000 times cleaner than the outside air. We're wearing these clothing not to protect ourselves from the environment, but we're protecting the machine from the contamination that's created by us.
This tiny thread may look like the strand of a spiderweb, but it's actually molten tin being shot out at a pressure of 4,000 psi, and it's how the EUV light is created.
This is continuous tin. It never, ever stops.
The tin is streaming through a perfectly calibrated nozzle, which we saw being built in San Diego, at a rate of 50,000 droplets per second. A 30 kilowatt carbon dioxide laser hits each droplet twice per second, vaporizing them into plasma. These tiny explosions are what emit photons of EUV light. A huge number of tin explosions need to happen because only about 5% of the photons reach the actual wafer. The light particles are so short they get absorbed by mirrors, the typical method used to precisely aim light through a lens. So ASML partnered with German optics company Zeiss, which makes the flattest surface in the world.
The flatness is really just incredible. If you took a mirror element that is maybe this big and you blew it up to the size of the country that we're in, the biggest bump would only be about 1 millimeter across the entire surface of a mirror the size of this country.
EUV light bounces off these groundbreaking Zeiss mirrors until it hits photoresist chemicals on the surface of the silicon wafer to print minuscule designs that make up the chips. The aim needs to be so precise, TSMC says it's equivalent to shining a laser from the moon to hit a coin on the Earth.
So your tin is inside a reservoir here, and then you're firing out this way.
Pete Mayall has been running this clean room for 6 years.
If any kind of defect particle whatsoever is even on the tip of that capillary, it's a fail. We'll remove and start all over again.
And the speed and scale at which this has to happen is staggering. ASML says an EUV machine churns out about 3,000 wafers a day. There can be hundreds of chips on a 300 millimeter wafer, and up to 10 billion transistors per chip.
They take extraordinary achievements of engineering and physics, and they're able to replicate these on a mass production scale. and at a low enough cost where these machines can be used in chip fabs to churn out thousands and millions of chips for the companies that buy them.
A completed EUV machine is actually made up of 7 different modules, each built at one of ASML's 6 manufacturing sites among its 60 total locations around the world, then shipped to and reassembled in Veldhoven for testing. Then it's disassembled again for shipment, which takes 20 trucks and 3 fully loaded 747s. In 2021, ASML sold 42 EUV machines, bringing the grand total it's ever shipped to just about 140. With each machine costing up to $200 million, only 5 customers can afford to buy EUV systems: Micron, SK Hynix, Samsung, Intel, and TSMC, the last 3 making up nearly 84% of ASML's business.
It certainly has eliminated a lot of players out of that market. So we saw Global Foundries back 5 years ago or more say that they weren't going to pursue a 7-nanometer chip.
The handful of huge customers it does have are furiously adding capacity to try to ease the global chip shortage, which is impacting ASML too.
We got a lot of messages from our suppliers that said, hey, we might be late in delivering our modules to you guys because we cannot get the chips. And we said, well, if we cannot get the chips, we cannot make the machines to make more chips. So there's a catch-22. Huh? We're still managing, keep our fingers crossed, but it's a daily struggle.
The question is, can ASML keep up with demand?
I think the answer is probably yes. Maybe the growth will exceed even their targets as possible, but they're certainly preparing to ramp up their production, which is, I think, good news if you're worried about a chip shortage.
The world needs more chips, so we need to make more machines, which, by the way, will keep growing in average selling price as long as we can drive the cost per transistor down, which is exactly what we've been doing for the last 38 years, and we will keep doing for the next couple of decades.
Before EUV, chipmakers had 3 companies they could choose from for their photolithography tools: ASML, Nikon, and Canon. Nikon in Japan is still a competitor for DUV, but ASML is the only option for EUV. Experts say it could take decades for any other company to catch up, not only because of ASML's proprietary tech, but because it's built complex, often exclusive deals with nearly 800 suppliers.
And we're unique to our customers, like some of our suppliers are unique to us, and those almost symbiotic relationships, some people say, are worse than being married because you cannot divorce.
It takes 10 years to not only get the technology, but then be accepted. So the buyers for semiconductor manufacturing fabs are very risk averse.
One of the ways ASML has insulated itself against supply chain risks is by purchasing some of its suppliers, like Berliner Glass in 2020. A fire broke out there in January, but Wenning says it won't significantly impact system output in 2022. Instead, ASML projects a 20% sales growth this year and an annual revenue growth rate of 11% until the end of the decade.
It's actually driven by you. You're asking for more solutions that will help you to have a better life, to make your life easier, your life more productive. We're changing into a sensing world. There are sensors everywhere. They're in your car, they're in your fridge, they're in your PC, they're everywhere, sensors. They need semiconductors.
All of the world's most advanced semiconductors are made in Asia by 2 of ASML's biggest customers, TSMC and Samsung. But the chip shortage has raised concerns about overseas dependency.
This is why you see all these initiatives around the globe, the US Chips Act, the EU Chips Act, the Korean Chips Act, the Japanese Chips Act, the Chinese Chips Act. It's now a very strategic commodity.
Intel just announced a $20 billion chip fab in Ohio, and it's also building one in Arizona, just down the road from a massive new fab where TSMC will make advanced chips in the US for the first time, and Samsung is building a $17 billion fab in Texas. All this came after President Joe Biden proposed the CHIPS Act, with $52 billion in subsidies for chip companies to manufacture on US soil.
It means that we need to ship our machines sooner, earlier, and at
So we almost broke the all-time high. We actually went to 57 cents. We have 55 cents. Nobody's closing. So, about to break the new all-time high. Sorry, guys, I left you guys on some shitty ass video, but you know what? I told you guys I'm not leaving until we do a new all-time high. It's already 7:10. I went in at 8. I had to eat. You know, it took probably a lot of time for me to eat, but we're still here at 6. We had viewers. Plenty of viewers coming in. I should have just put a video like this.
Ethereum, but that's all right. We'll slowly sit back. I've seen this before. Bitcoin has launched. I hope your bags are packed. I hope you're on this ship, because it ain't looking back. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Davici Jeremy. I'm in the Pipe 5x5 in Dubai, man. Wow. Bitcoin is pumping again. Same with Ethereum. We're going to be looking at the charts on that at the end of the show, so make sure you watch all the way to the end. Good stuff here. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe.